Hi guys, it's Chris at Cork and Crown, back at our desk, any old desk will do, with some more cider to try, or in this case, Perry. And I had this one a long time ago. I've had it before, a long time ago. I thought I'd do it again because different vintages are different. And it's Newton Court. There it is, Newton Court cider. Let's see what it says in the back. So it's Perry from Newton Court. It's a blend. Does it say on it? Well, it's a blend of Winnels Longdon, Henry Huffcap, and Butt, all of which we've had the single varietals from lots of different producers. We had the Butt and Henry Huffcap from Chromatic very recently, and also single variety Henry Huffcap from Butford Organics very recently, and I think we've also had Henry Huffcap from Ross and White very recently. But yeah, loads of examples of them as single varietals. It says on here, Perry is the rarest of drinks. A drink shrouded in mystique and myth. These all-pair varieties have evocative names such as Winnels Longdon, Henry Huffcap and Butt, and are unique to Herefordshire and its surrounds. Yeah, Gloucestershire as well. This slightly sparkling 100% fresh pressed Perry has aromas of elderflower and lychee, which leads onto intense, juicy stone fruit characters and a gentle yet complex mouth-drying sensation. Yeah, there you go. ABV. So it's got these little things here that tells you what the tannin and so forth is. So sharp, 2 out of 5. Tannin, 2 out of 5. Sweet, 3 out of 5. Is that some sugar or is that from sorbitol? I do not know. Contains sulfites. It's gluten-free. Obvs. 5.3%. Made in Herefordshire. Let's try it. Let's try it. Yeah, I'll put the film number from the last time I did this one on the bottom, because sometimes it's interesting to watch both to see if if they turn out similarly. But I would imagine not. If if not, I'm going to assume these are wild yeasts. I'm going to afford not wild yeast. I'm going to assume this is a laboratory yeast and added yeast, and I'm going to assume it's force carbonated. They're assumptions. I don't know for a fact. Doesn't say on the bottle, but those are my assumptions. I mean, it's very bright, so filtered. Obs, yeah. I mean, the bubbles in that looks force carbonated to me. That's all right. If you're making in large quantities, doing it pet nat or whatever, is a pain in the arse. It's a pain in the arse. It is. I think it's better. You get finer bubbles, but it's a pain in the arse. Let's smell it. It smells, actually, you know what? Yeah, it smells. Did I say anything about the colour? It's sort of very pale gold. Smells like Perry. It smells like a nice Perry, actually. It's got some of that obvious pear character. I want to see almost like a tinned pineapple thing. It's got some nice, what I've suggested is going to be some nice acidity on the nose. Not acetic, but almost getting towards that, but more like a sherbet lemony kind of thing, I want to say. Like that. Yeah, maybe hint a lime, citrusy thing. Might be a bit too cold, this. Oh well. I think it is force carbonated. There is sweetness, but yeah, there's that acidity. Slightly, what is it? It kind of might describe almost like a refresher. So there are different things called refreshers. The refresher I'm referring to, because I'm very old, I don't know if half these sweets exist anymore. The refreshers I'm into are like a big lemon chewy sweets, and they've got sherbet in the middle. That's what this makes me think of, and I love those. They cost like, I think I used to have 10p to spend on sweets on the way to school or something, on the way back from school. There was like a corner shop, and you could get half p chews. Literally, you get a chew for half a p. This is the 1970s. But if you really want to splash out, you could spend, it might have been, I can't remember if it was 2p or 5p, but it was a big investment. It was a big investment when all I had was 10p. But I made that investment because I felt the returns were worthwhile. I loved them. They were brilliant. So obviously, when I get something that reminds me of that in a Perry, I like it. What lets this down for me is them bubbles. They're just a bit too fat. They're a bit too big. I don't feel like it's necessarily over carbonated or over fizzy. I just feel the bubbles are just a bit too big. They're just a bit too, you know, the mask flavour a bit too much. And I think I mentioned before, it's carbonic acid dissolved in the liquid, and carbonic acid has like a flavour, so that will affect the overall palate as well. Yeah, this is all right though. I think, I can't tell if it's been back sweetened. I don't feel like I'm just getting sorbitol. I don't feel like it's naturally sweet. I feel like there is a little bit of a sugar addition or a sweetener addition, sucralose or whatever they do it with, or sugar and then pasteurise or whatever. But they've used like a neutral yeast. They've used laboratory yeast. Yeah, I think it's back sweetened as well. I don't think it's sorbitol. I think it's back sweetened. I think the back sweetening has been overdone. I thought when I first sipped it, the acidity was enough to offset it. I just feel like, don't get me wrong, it's still a tasty drink, but there's something on the back, that sweetness, it doesn't feel real. There's something about it. It feels a little bit like a confection. Yeah. Ah, man. Because actually the juice is great. I'd love to try this, like just as like a pet bottle conditioned, or just still even, you know, still without any back sweetening. If they have, I'm assuming they have, because it doesn't feel to me like it's sucralose. But you know what? Good for them using proper Perry pears to make this, because it can be a pain in the arse doing Perry, because Perry pears can be a pain in the arse. So yeah, I'm glad they're using these traditional varietals to make something like this. You know, bear in mind that I taste the best of the best, in my opinion, what I call the best of the best all the time. Okay, so the benchmark is super high. This is still totally solid. This is still, it's still solid. It's good, and you know, I like the fact that they're doing it. It's brilliant. There's just a couple of things that for my palate I want to see tweaked. That's a combination of that sweetness, but otherwise the underlying Perry itself, juice quality, is good. Yeah, get some, try it. Yeah, 5.3%. Why not? Why not? So that's Newton Court Ciders, Organic Perry, Panting, Partridge from Herefordshire. Here we like. Thanks for joining me at this Perry desk. I hope you join me again, but until that time, cheers.